Inspirally is harnessing the power of social media to spread inspiration to women around the world. We recently spoke with the founders to find out how their vision and their company are progressing.
My name is Sigga. I'm from Iceland, and I'm a journalist-in-chief at one of the largest weekend newspapers in Iceland. But decided to take the leap and started to start up my own company with a couple of friends because I believe both our experience and what we have gained here in Iceland in terms of equality and all of that needs a wider audience. So, and also the media market is rapidly changing, so we wanted to sort of build on that.
My name is Dogg, and I studied business, and I'm a woman and a mother, and I've been involved with quite a lot of startups, and I love challenges and new things. And we teamed up together and are now starting a company with one more girl that Sigga is going to tell you about.
It's an international online media. That's our aim is to inspire women worldwide. So we want to publish shareable stories to make the most of the social media craze that's going around the world. Shareable, inspiring, positive stories for women. And we want to help them love themselves even more and give them courage to do new things. Sort of a bit like what we're doing. We're just taking on a big challenge and taking a leap and just loving it.
So what hurdles have you overcome to get where you are today, even just that short period of time? I'm sure you had hurdles.
Well, it was obviously the decision of whether we should, abandon a very comfortable, high-profile, well-paying job for something that's relatively risky and unknown. But the excitement of doing it and what we see ahead of us for the next couple of years is just too exciting. So that was the first hurdle, obviously, making the decision of actually making this thing come to life. And then secondly is money, obviously, and that's not going to be only the second hurdle, it's going to be the next 50 hurdles, obviously. But we've gotten some funds into the company, at least to get us started, and we've been accepted to Startup Reykjavik, which is something that's very important to us because we know there. Obviously, we've been chosen as 10 companies out of 250 ideas, so that's some recognition for us.
It's an accelerated program that is taking part here in Reykjavik during the summer, and during that time period, we will be finishing business plan to be able to pitch the idea perfectly to investors. Hopefully, we will be able to find some money before that program ends. We will have set up a web page.
A web beta type,
yes.
Kind of. Just being able to show what kind of stories we will be sharing.
We know for a lot of people that sounds like a lot in a short time. This is only a 10 weeks program this summer, but we are Icelanders and we normally do things fast and we want things done before yesterday, and we know we can do it.
And there's a saying in Icelandic, "Þetta reddast." Have you heard it? That's our motto, which means actually, no matter what happens, we'll get past it. Not really any big hurdles because we're still at very, very early stages. But we've managed to get the idea in a kind of a way where we're comfortable with it. Obviously, the idea was something quite different, but still related. But 6 months ago, when this idea was born, But getting my two friends with me, and they're obviously more business-minded than I am, made us manage to talk through the idea to make it more presentable, I think.
And as we told you, we're just starting. So in this actual company, the hurdles are just piling up in front of us. We don't have so many that we've already overcome, except we got into, of course, Startup Reykjavik, which is a big step, and gives us the credit and a little bit of power to take this step, to make it real, and conquer the world.
Well, I think just being an entrepreneur in Iceland is really, really helpful. The atmosphere and environment is really positive towards sort of new thinkers. So when I tell people that I'm willing to possibly quit my job as an editor-in-chief of a large weekend newspaper, people are not surprised because it's just a normal thing to do. And when I tell them about this new idea and how we want to, help women gain confidence and bring positive role models to women around the world, they just think it's fantastic and just go on, girl.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
it's the network, of course,
and the support. Yeah,
that we get from. I mean, you get it from people around, and it's such a small community. So as it is now, we're of course working in Iceland, even though we're making an international media. That's what helps us the most and gives us power.
And also we have examples like Plain Vanilla, which is something that's built in Iceland and was born in Iceland, which is Quiz Up, the app game, which has become tremendously successful. So it's really important for us to have role models like that. And when the company has come out of the first stages, it has decided to still be in Iceland and work from Iceland, although it's an international company. So we're hopeful that we'll be equally successful.
And being women,
yes,
is also going to help us, we think, in the startup business. It is not so many women that are actually taking the lead and wanting to front a company and having no salary, of course, to start with, and normally we want to have things a little bit more structured and safe.
Mm-hmm.
So we think that's going to help us a lot as well.
In terms of getting the message through, I think, and especially when we start looking
and
for
getting the money from the
investors.
Female investors that maybe want to, for once, invest in other women.
Mm-hmm. We are desperately in need of money, like all new startups, obviously. So that's what we're looking in the face now. We need some angel investors to be able to finance the first phase of our project, which is creating the website and the content. At least some of it, just so people know what kind of stories we're going to be sharing.
And for me, I mean, I've been involved with a lot of startups in the past, almost 15 years. And being a woman, most of the time behind the man, doing all the work, and the man is getting the credit because I've just been involved as an employer, being safe. It's time to step out of that and do it yourself. And being an entrepreneur is also, I mean, you're doing something that you're passionate for, that you really believe in, and with the people you choose to work with. So we know it's going to be hard work, but hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun as well. It's being able to choose the people you're with, hopefully make some money, and
Change the world.
change the world. Yeah.
Because the idea was quite cute how it was born. I was looking at music videos with my 8-year-old daughter, and who was putting together a playlist for her 8th birthday party. And I was appalled by the videos that she pulled up and showed me. And I wrote a column in my newspaper addressing this issue, why all female musicians, role models for our children, were half naked. So I came up with this idea of something called fully clothed.com, where children should be able to go and watch videos without, expecting half naked, musicians. So that's where the idea came from. And I thought, why not do something about this? And I got so much response from this little column in the newspaper from parents. So that's where the idea was born, obviously, and then we took it further. We decided not just music and not just the music industry. Why don't we just tackle the topic as a whole and try and sort of create positive role model in general through all society, and do it in English because the Icelandic market is tiny, and there's so much happening in this area in the United States, for example. There's so much talk about gender equality, gender issues, and we all know about the discussions about the music videos that have been really, really loud lately.
What we really want to do is do it all in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that's very important to us, because most of the time all news about this issue is negative. It's negative, why is it like this and that and blah, 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 blah. We want to be positive and show something that you can learn from, not just break something down and tell the other people how bad it is.
This website is called Inspirally because it's inspiring virally. So inspiral.ly. And that's the take on it. Because it would be awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. And they'll be inspired. And they will want to read more. And they will want to share the stories because it makes them feel good reading them and makes them feel empowered. And they want to
share it with their friends.
Give that feeling to their friend.
That's why they love us. Make the world a better place.
Oh, definitely. That's why I'm in journalism, because I want to do things that really matter. And this is a great passion for me, this project. And I sincerely believe that this will be a success.
It will be. We know, I mean, that's what of course drives us. This is something that we think we need. We would like to read the news that we're going to be putting out. We want to share it with our friends, and we think other women are the same.
I mean, we're 40 plus, although you wouldn't think so now. So we've been in the working. Okay, so I'll start again.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we're 40 plus. We've been working since we were out of university, 25 or something. So we've been through this whole, experience of being a young woman coming out of university, thinking that the world is your oyster, not accepting there's a glass ceiling, but then suddenly hitting it and that sort of thing. We've both got young daughters. I've got a teenage daughter and an 8-year-old daughter, and I'm going through the same thing with them. And I want to make the world a better place for my daughters, but also for my sons.
And it's really scary in the world today that girls, 7, 8, 9-year-old, they're not sure of themselves. They are afraid to say something, do something, because they sound stupid or look stupid. And it's the same with 40 plus women that actually are we feel kind of sure of ourselves. But still, we're afraid to talk in front of people, we're afraid to look or sound stupid. We don't want it to be like that. That's something we want to change. That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, oh.
You inspire me, for example.
Thank you. You inspire me. my daughters, they inspire me because they're so open-minded, and I want them to stay like that, and that's inspiring. I'm inspired by women who've done things before other women. For example, Christiane Amanpour, who was my role model 30 years ago and probably still is a little bit. And my grandmother, because she never spoke badly about anyone. She was so positive. So positivity is a very important thing for me.
You get inspiration from people you meet every day. Positive people that are doing cool stuff, you always learn from them. So I'm being empowered by people every day.